Come.
For those watching the videos, I will not be streaming those days. Streams will start back up on Monday. Maybe Sunday if I get home. I don't know what time I'm gonna be home Sunday. So if I get home super late Sunday, I'm not gonna stream. But if I get home early enough, maybe I'll stream a short, quick stream for a little bit. So we'll see. But today, for the next tier list, we are doing the Valorant maps tier list. I was gonna do abilities, but none were updated, so I'm gonna have to make my own. We will probably do a Valorant abilities tier list in a few weeks. I want to do it upwards to Vise. I wanted to do a map tier list now because of the sunset changes, and I don't know when the next map is coming out, since Abyss came out not too long ago. So I wanted to get the map tier list in, that way we can move on. And also because, new map pool. We just had the map pool changed. We got rid of Lotus and Icebox and brought back Split and Pearl. So I figured this would be a good time to kind of just have a tier list of all the maps. So, start. We're just gonna go in order here. Abyss. I fucking hate this map. I despise this map. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. It's not even like the falling off that's annoying. I've fallen off a couple times. It happens, you make that dumb jump and you fuck up. It's fine. It happens. It's a thing that exists. I fucking hate this map. I don't know what it is. I hate this map. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Abyss sucks. It just feels bad. It feels terrible to play. Like, A-Site just feels gross attacking when they have a Cypher. Really any Sentinel, but especially Cypher. It just feels like Sunset, but the old Sunset, but shittier. It just doesn't feel fun. And plus with the fact that Vent is the only side entrance to the site, and there's no side entrance to B, attack just feels really bad. It's just, you have to enter from main. It feels like a shitty version of Bind almost. Except Bind at least has like 2 entrances for B site and A site. This just has 1. It just feels bad. It just feels bad. It feels gross. I don't like it. It feels extremely hard to attack on. But then B also just feels hard to defend. I just don't like it. I feel like no matter what side I'm on, I can't do shit on this map. Hey, Crow. So Abyss is F tier. We're not doing this day. Ascent. This is gonna be controversial. I fucking love this map. Ascent is S tier. Ascent is S tier. People hate Ascent, but I think that hatred's forced. I think people hate Ascent is because it's never been taken out of the map pool for the past 4 years. I agree. I think they need to take it out at some point, but I love Ascent. I think Ascent is the best map in the game, 100%. I'm sorry. It's too good. It's too good. We literally went from the worst map to the best map in like half a second, but Ascent is just such a good map. It's a classic, consistent map. There's never been, like... It's not, like, super one-sided. It feels like you can win rounds on attack and defense, even when you're facing, like, a Killjoy. It's just a fun map. I think it's really good. It's like the classic map, This is the classic Valorant map, and I think that's why that's the reason why they haven't removed it. They haven't had success with a map like they have with Ascent, and I don't think they want to get rid of the one map that is, like... that most people like tolerate and like, so I think that's why they haven't removed it. I think it's the best map in the game though. I think it's just generally like the perfect map. Bind. I don't hate Bind. We're gonna put it in B for Bind. I don't hate Bind. Bind feels like it's always a one-sided map though to me. I feel like no matter like what side you're on, if you're losing at the beginning, you lose the whole game. Like it just feels one-sided. I feel like with a lot of other maps you can make comebacks on. Every time I play Bind, I feel like I don't make a comeback and I feel like we just lose. Like if we go down like at the half like 9-3, I just feel like we lose the game, guaranteed. Or like 8-4, I feel like we lose. That's it. We just lost. It just feels like such a hard fucking map to make a comeback on. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's just personal, but I just feel like I never like can make a comeback on this map. But I do think the teleporters are cool. I like the teleporters. I think A site is designed okay. I don't really care for B site. Just I feel like B site is just very annoying to attack. But I do like A site. I just don't care for the fact that bench sees into CT spawn. I don't really love that. I guess not CT spawn, but like CT, like deep into CT. I don't like that, especially considering you can't take it out heaven. That just feels gross. But outside of the one head glitch on A, I feel like overall the map is pretty solid. It's not like terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. It's a good map. It's a good solid map. I think it's another reason why Bind has only been taken out, I think, once. It's because it's also a pretty good map. I think it's just a solid one that people think is fun, and I like it. I think it's a good map. Next up, Breeze. I probably should put Breeze lower, but I'm not going to. I don't hate Breeze. I don't love it. I'm putting in C tier for like meh. It's mid. It's just not the greatest. It's a very long range map. I don't know why. No, it's C. I'm not gonna put in D. There's some down here that are going in D, and I don't agree with it. I don't love Breeze, but like, I think the reason why I hate Breeze is because of the fact that it feels like you're required to have a wall smoke. So Harbor or Viper. That coupled with the fact that they nerfed Viper when they had Breeze in the map pool still with her orb and stuff, it just felt bad to play on Breeze. I just feel like you have to have a wall. You have to have a wall smoke. If you go like Omen or like Clove, you're gonna lose, it feels like. Yeah, it's just a op heaven. And I don't get why they put in the hall and then removed the hall like on A site for Breeze and then just put it back in randomly so now you can walk up hall again. I don't know. It has a lot of weird stuff going on with it. It just feels way too long range heavy, which is fine. I mean, some people like the long range. I'm not a long range person. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of it. And Breeze is like Bind, but 10 times worse. When it feels like if you're losing Breeze, you lose. Like there's no comeback. You just lost. It's over. Whereas like other maps like Ascent, I feel like you can make a comeback. So I'm not a huge Breeze fan, but I don't hate it. And I think there are much worse maps, and especially like in the pool right now. I think there are much worse maps. All right, Fracture's going in D. It may be an F tier. I have not played Fracture in like 2 years. Whenever they took out Fracture from the comp pool, that was the last time I played it. So I don't want to put it high, but I remember people fucking hated it. And I am not a huge fan of it either, if I remember correctly. I think they've improved it a lot. I think the changes with Dish was really good. The making it towards only one entrance and not two for Dish, I thought that was really bad. And I think some of the site stuff on B was good. It just feels bad still. I think it's I haven't played it in so long, so maybe they're gonna make a lot of changes to it and then bring it back to the map pool. I don't know, but it just feels bad. It just is not a good map. It definitely needs some improvements, some tweaks in some way. No. Breeze is just you have to be able to fight at long range, so you just have to have like really good aim. Whereas Fracture, it felt bad. I don't like it, and I also don't like how it had 4 ult orbs. I don't like that either. I don't like just running around grabbing ult orbs and then using killjoy. I just think that's dumb. I don't like that either. I don't think maps should have more than 2 ult orbs. I think it's just a better system. No. I don't like ult spam, and I don't want to deal with more ults than I have to. I'm not a huge Fracture guy. Haven is A tier though. I love Haven. Haven's beautiful. Haven is gorgeous. It's not gonna be S tier because I think Ascent's a little better, but I love Haven. Haven is okay. Shut up. Haven is the best 3-site map. There's only 2 3-site maps, but Haven is really good. Haven is so good. What do you mean? It is such a good map. Like the only thing that sucks about Haven is like defense, but I feel like it's just so much easier to play defense on Haven now than it ever has been. It's just so easy now. I love Haven, especially as like an Omen player. Omen is so good on Haven. Haven is such a good map. It's like you can peek if you want to take the fights, but if you're not good at taking fights and peeking, you can still play angles and hold sight very well. Like, it's not a, you know, there's not a specific play style like Breeze where you have to be good at long range, right? Like, you can do whatever. I think the only thing I don't like about Haven is just the attacker-sidedness of it, but that's just what comes with a 3-site map. You're not, it's almost impossible to make a defender-sided 3-site map, in my opinion, just because of the fact that all 3-site maps are usually so spread out. Like, Lotus is pretty spread out too, in my opinion. So it's like, rotating is so much easier for the defenders. Or the attackers, sorry. Rotating is so much easier for the attackers than defenders, so you kind of just have to always anchor until you know they're on site. But then at that point, you have to play retake. So it just, that's the only downside to Haven, is it's a 3-site map. And that's just an issue you're going to have with every 3-site map. Which is fine. I mean, I don't think it's a big enough issue to lower it from A, but I think it's still something that sucks. Just get good. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I agree with that. Haven is like the perfect 3-site map, and when we get into the next 3-site map, you'll understand. Like, it's a different view. Icebox, I fucking hate Icebox, a D tier. I despise this map with a passion. I hate it. Icebox just reminds me of Siege. It's just, it makes me play verticality. No, not F. I don't hate it that much. I hate Abyss more. Abyss is another level. I hate Icebox just because of the fact that I hate verticality maps. I fucking hate them. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Icebox, like Icebox, like A site, is not only a shotgunner's dream because there's so many fucking corners, but like there's so many high grounds on A. I fucking despise this map because of it. And then there's like so many sage walls and like head peaks that you can do. I fucking hate that shit. I don't want to look up. I don't want to look up. Okay, I don't want to. And like, listen, if it was like an A heaven, right, where it's a specific spot that I have to look up on, right, fine. Or if there's like a singular box, fine. I don't care. But like, when I have to constantly look up as I'm entering every site, and every corner that I turn has 3 like fucking corners that they can choose from, fuck no. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's annoying as fuck. I don't care. I don't care if people hate that. I know some people love Icebox. I don't give a fuck. I hate this map. Lotus. C tier. Lotus is above these two. I don't hate Lotus, but I don't love it. It's basically like everything that's wrong with Haven, but like worse. I mean, indoors doesn't matter to me. I just don't like Haven. I don't like Haven at all. Haven just doesn't feel good. Or Haven, what the fuck am I saying? Anyways, I don't like Lotus. Lotus is everything that Haven does poorly, but worse. It's a 3-site map, so it's hard to defend. It has so many fucking corners, like Icebox does. It's just gross. It's just gross. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think the door changes with making them open and close slower, I think is better, but I still don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like the map. That's it. I really do not like Lotus compared to Icebox. I thought Icebox is worse, but Lotus is still not good. Okay, Pearl. I'm gonna put Pearl in B tier for now. I actually have played a little bit of Pearl in the new map pool. I like Pearl. I like Pearl. I like Pearl. I think Pearl is a decent map. It's fun. I think there are some people who really hate it. The one thing I don't like about Pearl is the multiple, whatchamacallit? The multiple, like, mid entrances. A lot of people hate that. And that's fair. But I do like, I actually do like Pearl. Pearl's good. Pearl has a lot of corners too, but like it's a lot of curved corners at least. And so it's not as bad. But Pearl is just it's just a decent map. I think the one thing that makes this B tier and not higher is B long. I just don't like those long ones. Okay, you're insane. You just hate every map at this point then is what you're telling me. You're saying Pearl's D, you're saying you don't like Breeze, you're saying you don't like Abyss, you don't like Icebox, you thought it was F tier. Like Like, how many, everything DNF teal? What's up? I mean, I agree, but like, not on the split take, but on the other stuff. But I actually like Pearl. I just don't like B long. That's the only thing. Unless I'm playing Chamber or Jet, I don't like it. Well, I agree. Like, I don't like a lot of the maps, but I'm not gonna put them all in DNF. There are maps I just don't like playing, but that's not the same thing as a bad map. Like some of these maps are just fucking shit. Like, I hate Abyss. I think Abyss is just shit in general, but I know you have bad memories from Pearl, but yeah, I think Pearl's B. Pearl is B tier. Pearl is B tier. B long is the only thing I'd change. Otherwise, I think it's a decent enough map. And A mid's kind of annoying, but I don't. It's fine. The 2 mids is annoying and the B long is annoying, but like the mids themselves aren't badly designed, so I don't hate it. Split. I'll put it in B tier. I'll put it even. I don't dislike Split. It's super defender sided. I don't hate it. This is also another big corners map, but it's a big corners map that like feels like you can do something. It's also a really good lurking map because it's like not big, so you can easily go mid, and like the enemy has to keep an eye on mid at almost all times, it feels like. So I like Split. I think it's same as these. Like, I actually really like this map pool so far. You'll notice that barring Abyss, the rest of the current map pool is actually B and above. And that's because I really like this current map pool. I think this current map pool is really good. But I think Split's good. I just don't think it's better than these two. And the last one is Sunset. This one's gonna shock a lot of people, but I actually kind of fuck with Sunset now with the changes. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I actually really like the B site changes to the point that I think Sunset is actually a good map now. I do complain every time. That's from the PTSD of the old Sunset, though. We haven't played the new Sunset enough. I actually like new Sunset. I do. The thing that I hate about Sunset is it felt like a slog to attack B because of like the Cypher setups and like the way you had to play on B site, which was to plant for main and sit there and hold left click for 3 years. It feels like you can actually, and not only that, but like you always had to constantly be like check your Cypher cam, make sure they didn't fucking push out main to hide behind the shitty box in the middle. Like, it felt stupid. Like, it felt you were required to go A every round or mid. And like, I mean, if I actually went through old streams of us playing Sunset, I feel like if we tallied up how many times we like said like, oh, let's just go A, they have a Cypher, I feel like you could make an entire like hour-long compilation of it. So it's just like the old Sunset made it terrible, like, because it was just one site essentially. At least now with the new site, so, well, sorry, the old Sunset, you either had to A, run like a Sova raise of some kind, or you had to no, yeah, it was solely because of B site. I used to hate it solely because of B site. Now that B site is actually playable, and Cypher's still good on B, by the way. Like, if you play Cypher on Sunset B, it's still good. It's just not broken. Like, you can actually counter it in some way if you're, like, semi-prepared. But before, Cypher was so broken that, like, if you played Cypher, which you kind of had to, you would always face a Sova. Or, like, a Raze. You would always face them. So it made Sunset not fun for Cypher players, and I play Cypher, so it just made it not fun because I had to play B site, and it was either a 50-50 shot of getting a Sova that would kill every shock dart or who would shock dart every fucking trip, or they wouldn't have a Sova raise and I would drop 30 kills. Like, it was frustrating. I wanted to play the fucking game, not play, you know, flip a coin to shoot myself. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm playing Russian roulette with 3 bullets. What the fuck are we talking about here? Like, it was annoying as shit. Now it's actually good. I actually like the map now. I think the map is actually, it's very nice. I think it's still a little annoying. But honestly, I would probably put Sunset higher than Haven. if I had to do like a specific number rank, I think I would put Sunset higher than Haven, and it'd be very close to Ascent. Because now Sunset feels very similar to Ascent, almost. Yeah, I mean, Sunset feels very similar to Ascent. Just like based off how you play it. So mid control is very important on both. Mid control is good in every map, but like especially these two. Other than the color palette. Oh no, what, really? I mean, I don't know. It feels like everything's designed like just mirrored to Ascent. I like Ascent. I like Sunset. I think it's a good map. I think it's A tier. I think it's better than Haven. But yeah, the only one I'd be willing to change would be maybe like, I don't know, fucking Icebox. But even then, I wouldn't put it up more than 1. I'd put it down more than 1 if I needed to. Like, I just don't like Icebox.